No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Georgia Tech's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching him as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. And the Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Right on the money. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of first downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the... Turning it on! He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Yellow Jackets back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Auburn's offense will have its first possession of the game. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effective. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pressure coming. Got his man on the right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. He'll take it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on... Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. Oh, they're after him! And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! On to attempt the try.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the running back. Slithers into space. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Now on third down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Boley. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Davidson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. running to Green. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the...
Gets away from one, finds some space.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job on the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got his man on the outside. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They feed him again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Yellow Jackets had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go to the ground, finding an escape route. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Hands it off. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Caught near the sticks. It's Bryant. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To throw, it's Boley. Got his man. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Immediately fires to the middle. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff from the gun. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Still looking on the move. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Auburn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. It's caught. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Rivera. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Under fire. Past the 45. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And if you thought that was a quick 1st half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Auburn offense. tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Tight end now in motion. Might as well give it to him again. At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Auburn lines up quickly. In the red area, it's Scott. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Boley. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Scott. Touchdown, Auburn! A great catch and run for 6. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. This time it's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action, using his feet to buy time. Finds the tight end.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Makes the catch. It's Hancock. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth-down attempts, they'll try it again. The short hands. It's Hancock. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Makes the catch. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Yellow Jackets didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to pass, it's Boley. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davidson. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That's caught. It's Bryant. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. On fourth down, going to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Rushes on him. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his tight end. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got a man. It's Hancock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They're working that left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. After not getting rid of the football and taking that sack, it's 3rd and goal from a long way. Turning it on! And they're able to get him on the ground.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick him right here. And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Unloads it left. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate